what happens when I throw the energy out there. If you're getting on the recording of this, Facebook Live today is playing some serious games. Serious games. And I was rocking out. I was really getting into flow there with talking about alignment, realignment. It started with realignment. So if you're jumping on the recording, this is take 2. Check out take 1, which started with realignment into alignment or alignment. I'm going to wait for people to jump on here because it's some freaky stuff going on. Some freaky stuff going on today. It's like might be aliens and shit. I don't know. Had to actually pull over and restart it up. As you jump on, say hi. If you were on the first one, awesome. If you weren't, I've been touching on being in alignment myself, and I was leading into how I've just looked at my internal drivers and motivators to readjust them to suit where I'm going now, to be of the best service, to contribute back to building a team to help others to gain that alignment themselves, or to highlight areas they need to work on to fill in them gaps. And I've highlighted the fact, and a lot of people don't talk about this, money is a big thing that people need to work on. Money is a big area of their life that they need to create more income. Simple as that. For me, that's what I had to move up the list. I had to move that right up my list of internal drivers or motivators, because that's an area that was falling behind because my focus was contributing. My focus was giving time to others. My focus was not filling my cup, which I need to do. Andrew, how are you, legend? How are you, Claire? That's all right, man. It's only going to be a 10-minute live feed, I reckon. Anyway, Andrew, it's take two. And I touched on the fact just before that to have things highlighted to me lately, firstly by a superstar coach of mine, Lee Bundy, that I needed a realignment in certain areas for myself to get into that alignment, to be the best service to others. And that was the start of it, really. And I made some decisions to go deep on this and readjust where I'm at. Because like I say, this is what I do for people. I highlight areas that they need to work on, or they need to be motivated in more to get that balance. And I needed that realignment. But to come into alignment lately with the new opportunity, with a couple ones which I've taken on board that match what I'm driven by, that match what gets me into that flow. And like I say, travel's been huge. Creating that income's been massive, guys. And I'm going to talk about this a lot more. And to have a vehicle or vehicles that creates that income, that allows you to work in a team, to build in a team, for me to travel, like I say, that's high on my motivators at the moment, because I've been traveling for years, guys. Just haven't recognized that that's one of my drivers. Haven't highlighted it until now. But making that income, making that money, but more importantly, have people come into my team that I can give them that vehicle, show them those steps, teach them, contribute back to them, add value to them so they can create that income, so they can maybe travel more, or create that income so they can travel more, so they can maybe help others create an income. To me, that's more powerful, and I need to be in alignment to be able to do that. I need to be so aware of what's driving me now and be focused on them areas to be of the very best service to other people. So here's what I'm saying. Switching it around from contribution, giving time, put that down my list. Batya, how are you? Put contribution down my list to fill my own cup first, but to create that income first, to build that team, which in turn leads to contribution. I'd love some feedback on this where you guys, maybe where you think you're lacking in your life now. If it's, I'm going to put it straight out there. Most people don't earn enough money in the jobs they're in, or even what they're doing. Don't travel enough. And don't get me wrong, people want to travel. People want holidays. We're coming into Christmas time here. And guess what most people do? Holidays. They save all their spare income all year if they can to have a holiday in a set time over Christmas, when every motherfucker is traveling around. I have to say that. Because it is. Seriously, who enjoys traveling at Christmas? Really? Seriously? When every man and their dog is out at every possible park, lake, beach, caravan park on the planet. You pay twice as much to go hold holiday at this time of the year. It's stupid. Seriously. You save all that good money, so you pay twice as much to go travel where every man and their dog stay. It's not fun. You might have one good night or two good nights, but really, if you've got 2 weeks of the year where you have it this time of the year and you've got to be forced into spending more money to go spend it with people you probably don't want to be around, you see why this is just ridiculous. Like, creating that life, guys, and this is what I've been doing, and I keep doing it. I continue to learn, I continue to grow, I continue to jump into opportunities to create a life which I am really starting to function well in now because I'm in alignment. It's not a holiday when everyone goes. It's not, man. And you spend, Lee, and you would agree, you spend twice as much this time of the year, guys. So all that hard-earned money and time you spend during the year to save to go on holiday now, spend twice as much to be forced to go somewhere where you probably can't get into where you want to go. You're there with other people who are just letting loose, and because this is their only time on holiday, it's like so backwards. So when you go to work, you don't feel refreshed. You're like, holy shit. Brendo, you feel me there too. So do you, man. I'm glad you brought that up too, Brendo. This is all part of the big picture for people. It's creating that life, yeah. I've got my nephew here too, Joshy. He's here.
Yeah, I'm on holiday, right?
He wants to speak. He's on holiday. 16, living it up here in paradise because he wants to hang with me because I'm a special dude that hangs out in paradise. But I live the life I choose now, and I don't lie. I put it out there because I am living in a place that I choose to live because it is a holiday place. I don't want to spend big bucks at a certain set time of year to go somewhere to hang with people or be around people that are noisy or rowdy or there because they're there in this set time. They're spending all their hard-earned money. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. You got to build it. And I talk about big picture. For me, big picture, I made a few moves a few years ago to move up here. And I spent a lot of money going on holidays in set times to be able to come to this place where I love it here. It's so perfect for me. But if you're looking to build that life where you are stuck in that job, you have to have set holidays. What options are you looking at? What options are you looking at to get out of it? What are you actually doing? Are you taking steps to have that second income? Are you looking at joining a network marketing company where you can work in your own hours while you create that exit strategy? And it doesn't have to involve travel, guys. But I'll tell you what, high on the list of everyone is when they have holidays, they don't want to sit at home. They don't want to fucking travel. They want to get away from that place they spend most of their time at. So I'm not assuming here. I know all the interaction from everyone I get. You mentioned the word holiday or travel, and they're like, yeah, I'd love to do that, but I've got to work. I've got to save so long for that. Why not create that life? Why not do the extra work now? Why not? If it takes 6 months, take 6 months. If it takes 12 months, take 12. If it takes 2 years, build it. And it could be anything. Like I've got superstars on here. There's so many different vehicles out there, guys, to do this. And when I say a vehicle, and I pointed this out the other day, could be your 9 to 5, which you might like doing it. But do you like doing it? Or do you love doing it? Do you love being there, being told what to do by other people so you get a set income? Or do you love to be your own boss, do the extra work now, get paid for the time you put in to create something that's going to give you that life down the track where you can live the life you choose? So many people don't get that. They feel like they have to be stuck in a job. And that brings you back to alignment. What are you driven by? Why are you in that vehicle, the 9 to 5 or the 7 to 5 or 7 to 6 or whatever you work? Why are you in there? What's driving you to be in there? Is it to get the safety and security of that income every week? To pay the bills that you're locked into paying because you have to pay off a home loan to stay in that one place? What do we got? I'm just getting messages from Mr. Collis and he's jumped on here. Simon, I couldn't read that, man. All I saw at the end was something. Funny shit. But you get what I'm saying here, guys. The vehicle you choose right now, you have to be in alignment. So what has driven you to be in that job? Is it just to provide safety and security for your family? That's cool. That's okay. But is in the long-term picture, is it going to get you to where you actually want your family to be? Is it going to give them that time? Is it going to give you that time to spend with them down the track? Most people know. Most people know. And I know this because, holy shit, I kept myself safe and secure in a job for 20 years because I knew I was good at it. I'm getting heaps of messages now. This is cool. From people who are safe and secure in their jobs. Because that's who I'm sending messages to. Simple as that. That's a lot of people that are connecting with me now. That's a lot of people that have joined my team now. They see this big picture. But what is driving you? What is keeping you in that job, guys? Or what has got you to make that change? What has driven you to make that change? Have you been driven by pain? Most people, that's what they're driven by, guys. They're driven in scarcity. They're driven to go to that job, to look for that set income, to have the safety and security. Oh, I know it's the end of the week. I'm going to have that. I'm going to be able to pay the bills. That's okay. To save up that set amount, to go on holidays when other people decide when they get to go. So different, so backwards. I'm nearly going on a rant here, aren't I? And it all comes from the people that I talk to now. Getting heaps and heaps of messages. I have to keep flicking the screen. Need voice control on that. So I don't know if you can feel me here, guys. Doesn't matter what vehicle you look at. It's got to align with you. If you're into health and you're into fitness, look for a vehicle that does that. There's people on here now, and that's where I started my journey, guys. Health and fitness is number one for me. So the vehicle I chose at the start of this journey was to get involved with something that aligned with me then. Perfect. Got my health right in check. Got a vehicle to get me cracking with that. Still involved there, but then I've progressed. Personal development, I just threw myself into personal development. At the time, the vehicle was for me to grow myself. That was number one on my internal drivers. My motivators was to grow myself, invest in myself. Then that evolved again into, all right, wealth's gone up there. I love traveling, travel and wealth. And where I'm at now, the last 2 weeks, I'm in serious flow, serious alignment, because I've found a vehicle that allows me to do the things that I'm driven by, if that makes sense to you. When you're driven by something internally, it's easy to do stuff. It's easy. If you want to make money and you're doing it by helping others and you get to travel at the same time to create that income, it's easy. I'm internally driven by this. It's internal. It's not like you're forced to do anything. So many people don't get it. I'd love some feedback on this, especially a couple of you guys here. That, like I say, this. What vehicles are you guys using? What vehicles? Put it on here. This is what it's about. And I'm happy for anyone who watches the recording of this. I know it's midday. Any of you guys I know in the States and that jump on later on. What vehicles are you using? But more importantly, reach out to these guys on here. This is specific, if I can talk, people on here that have created a really, really cool life by really tapping into what drives them, really tapping into how they can contribute back to others by building a team. And it's not just about building my team, guys. This is what I want to make clear to everyone. It's not just about that, because it's about people who are in line with what I'm about. That's why I just keep putting it out there, and I will continue to put this out there, showing off the life that I'm building, creating. Not everything's easy either. This is the thing. But when it's in alignment, it becomes easy. It becomes easier. It's not forced as much. Sometimes you got to push, yeah, but you can get up in the morning, you're like, I'm excited about my day because this is what I always wanted to do. I know this is what drives me. Anyway, that's my blah, blah, blah for today. I've been rocking and rolling. Nick, you're all over it, brother. Health, nutrition, travel, you're all over it. There are so many better ways out there, guys, to create that income, to create, to build up, to have that life in the future. It's not immediate, guys. You got to do the work, but when you're doing the work and you align with it, it's easy. Seriously. Anyway, guys, I'm going to rock and roll. I'm just going to pop into town and get some e-shots, talking about health and nutrition. Thank you, Brendo, for pointing out this place I can get e-shots. If you don't know what e-shots are, get in touch with Brendo or Nick. You can get in touch with me, but I'd rather handball you to them because they're superstars. Speaking of superstars, Tara Stars jumped on late again. I'll throw you out a shout out, Tara, but I am about to end this because I've got to turn left up here and go buy some e-shots. Have an amazing afternoon, guys. If you want to join my team, always reach out like you're all doing. It's growing rapidly. Talk about FOMO. It's been insane. I'll talk to you later while I turn this corner. See you later.